Shout out
Yeah,
Roundtable Radio, man, podcast for putting me up in this thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
most
First,
definitely.
got the official interview with CXXNO, bro, and I appreciate y'all, man. This is the next project. I'm coming.
Just don't let me see you shoot no dogs.
Roundtable Radio.
My guy,
Squad,
what's going
squad,
on, man?
what's going on, bro?
Yo, man, appreciate you for, stop with me right now, to chop it up with me for a little bit about the album, man.
Much love, bro. Much love. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, for reaching out and let me know. Somebody out there listening.
Oh, yeah,
That's
man.
all.
Hey, and that's the thing, bro. There's always somebody out there listening, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter if we think that we ain't got our own people supporting us or people backing us up, there's always that one person that's don't constantly listen to your stuff, bro.
Yeah,
So, you know what I'm
right.
saying? I really do appreciate it, man.
Right. So, man, what's the business, man?
Let's go ahead and get it started, man. Now, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about this album, you know what I mean? Like, well, first of all, let me just say the album. I personally think the album is legit dope as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really fuck with the album. You know what I mean?
It was a different vibe for me, man. Especially, you know what I'm saying, with all this going on, we got, you know what I'm saying, everybody under quarantine, COVID, we got a lot of people at home. We still got people, hopefully the ones that's not out and about, everybody staying at home. So that's basically what that album was. It was more of a home recording. I'm in the studio now. I got my DJ, Freddie Moger here. We just kind of doing some business, man. But yeah, on that album, man, that album was more of it was a home feeling, man. It was just like, being at home stuck through all this. I just did something. I felt more me on this album. Yeah. I could kind of just release and kind of have fun. And I didn't have many features on this album. I only had like one. Yep. Poncho's on. He was on autocorrect.
Okay. Now, when you first created this album, man, like in the writing process, what's one of the first steps you took when writing this album? Because you have a lot of artists that they say they write way before the album was thought about. They just would put something together. Or, when you're in the process of making an album, because I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? And I like to write while I'm making the album itself so I can be able to line everything up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, for me,
what was the process of the album, man?
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna definitely say my most motivated points. And when I don't treat it as a rushed ordeal, Yeah, I try to do it when I'm most motivated to get off. I live a little bit, I go off of life, my vibes, you know what I'm saying, my different aspect and views, and so man, the writing process was all motivation, man. I write every day, man. I don't stop, so I got a lot coming. But that's all motivation, bro. I don't rush any project. Anything I drop, I don't rush it. I take my time with it. When it comes to the beat. Lately I got this record we working on. It's an 8-song album. I plan on dropping it in September. But with that, like, it's the same thing. Motivational points, man. Like, I'm on the road right now, so I'm excited.
Okay. Now, you know what I'm saying? I like to ask a lot of artists this myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is starting to become. I'm gonna start asking every time I do an interview, independent artists this question. Now, when it comes to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like the actual rap game itself, and you being an independent artist, what's one of when it comes to your style? What type of style do you think that you'll be presenting to the rap game? You know what I'm saying? Moving forward.
Man, that's crazy, bro. That's a good question, man. Actually, you would be surprised what the fuck I had in my headphones in like my freshman year of high school, bro. Like everybody else was. I mean, of course, I listened to like T.I. I listened to Wayne. But I had a lot of old school music playing too. I listened to like MC Light. I had the biggest headphones on, in high school. It'd be in the bleachers, but in those headphones was like MC Light. A lot of old school music, went from Wonder Years to Top Billing. I played a lot of old school jams.
Old school.
I'm a 90s baby for sure.
Yeah. So knowing that you listen to a lot of old school music coming up, what's one of what's your views on the rap game today? You know what I'm saying? Are you really liking it? Or are you, what I'm saying, you don't really like it like that? Because, a lot of, 90s babies and also a lot of people who listen to a lot of old school music coming up, they're
Right,
not
right.
really feeling it. But you know,
Yeah.
at the same time, they can relate to it because they're actually speaking, you know what I'm saying, on how, you know what I'm saying, their views on life. It may be not something that we listen to on a regular
Right.
basis, but it's still sharing their own, you know what I'm saying? So like,
Right,
what
right. As far as
are you agreeing with it?
I can say music changes every day, man. I mean, like, you know, the style changes every day. I used to get a lot of people coming to record in the studio, and, you know, I slowly but surely heard the style change. And I would come in, you know, somebody started rapping like Migos, then Migos got hot. And I was like, what the fuck is this style? I was like, who? Then they started, you know, just as the music changes, man, I feel like it's all a process.
Right.
It's
Right.
all a process. It's all a process. But these writers, I mean, the people that enjoy music, they listen to everything. I listen to everything. So I get a lot of young cats. I get a lot of young cats coming in to record. And man, it's like I said, just watching the music change. I try to adapt with it and change with it if I can keep up with it, you know, and it's all about keeping up with it these days. I mean, you got a lot of people that listen to, like, you know, nothing but old school, and then hear the new shit on the radio today and be like, what the fuck is that? You know, and I mean, hey man, some of the young cats, like after XXX died, you know, that was one of the few young cats I seen that was coming up at a rapid pace at a young age. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like, damn, you know. But when I went and played him, I actually saw what the fuck people saw. I was like, yo, this kid is talented. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm right there with you on that, man. Because it is, I can't forget the artist's name. I think it was Lil Baby. And
Lil Baby.
you know, me, you know what I'm saying? I don't really bump the new music like that because I feel like it's not really, I don't want to say sending off a positive message, but you're leading these people the wrong direction, especially the younger generation.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
and we see now the younger generation is the one who's actually doing the dirt these days.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
music is because of what, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that leads me to my next question, man. When it comes to your music, you know, what type of message, you know what I'm saying, do you want people to get at when they listen to CXXNO, or you know what I'm saying,
Man, it's a dark vibe, you know, because I'm in my own zone and I'm in my own mind a lot, bro. So it's a dark vibe, but at the same time, it's all speaking positive.
Right.
You know, it's like everybody can relate with coming up out of that hole and seeing the light, you know, out of you know, whatever situation they're in. I mean, shit, we got to get to it. So yeah, mine is more of a positive. It's a dark but positive vibe, man. And I mean, if they can relate, then they can relate. I grew up in a, you know, area where, you know, I had to walk to school. I was walking to school in the hood, and, you know, I ended up moving out of that side, moved to a better environment. But at the same time, I try to put a little more content into the music now, because I mean, this is the now. This is what's going on, like, you know. So, and I mean, as musicians, we are the most motivational, you know, however you want to say industry it is right
Like
now. So if you
we the
got a
most
spoken
important,
word,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, you can move a crowd of people like the police. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
So
I feel like it's a certain way that you go about doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because you have artists out here who may have a dope song. You know what I'm saying? They may feel it's dope, but if the message, not necessarily the message itself, it has to be, you know, just well packaged together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's not really well packaged together, it's not really gonna move nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because in today's, you know what I'm saying, society, you have the music that's taking over, in which, you know, people call mumble rap, but then you also have the people out there who's actually spitting, you know what I'm saying, actually got something to say.
It's gimmicks out there. It's gimmicks. But you know, you got people that's doing it to just get on, man. You got people that's doing it because that's life, bro. Just like, you know, basketball is life to some people, you know, whatever's life to some. Like, I mean, like for me, man, I've been doing it so long, bro. Like, just I've been doing it for a long time. Like coming out of high school, going straight to college, I took audio engineering, music production, just to get out of
what college you went to, man?
Yeah, man, and I everything I run by myself a lot. I have plenty of friends, but when I do my albums and I'm working on my music, man, I go by voices, I go by talent, as far as, you know, and I really piece these albums together and put these projects together. You know, I rarely have a lot of features on them, but at least I still have my tracks where it's just like, okay, whatever for the fans to just have fun with. But at the same time, I am giving, you know, more content to these albums. Like I did the Placebo album. I did a song called Barren. Well, okay, that was 2018. I was already talking about Jordan Edwards, you know, Roy Oliver that shot the kid. That was 2 streets over, you know, from my house. Like, you know, my nephew, he was at that party that night, you know, killed the black kid. That shit is, and then now this happens with it, you know. So, I mean, it's a nonstop. And I've been talking about that on previous records.
Yeah. And I feel like it's important that you continue to spread that word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I was talking about last week, and, you know, I hate to bring this up again, but I feel like where this conversation is going is relevant. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
What I was talking about was that song that just came out with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. You know what I mean? And how, you know, it's not necessarily the fact that, you know, it's the message that the song has. But what I had a problem with that song was, I feel like it wasn't the right time to put the song out.
It wasn't that long ago before George Floyd was murdered. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that long ago before there were protests outside. It wasn't that long ago before people were standing up for Black lives. It wasn't that long ago that people were so-called on the front lines. It wasn't that long ago. But let's fast forward 3 months later, you know, and now all of a sudden we have all these hoes in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I can agree with that, man. I can agree.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, I guess in times like this, you know, whatever they got to do to get it, man, I guess they got to do what they got to do to get it. I don't knock anybody, like, you know, for that either, you know, but at least if you're going to do that, do something positive. Whether it's, okay, you made WAP, okay, well, what you doing for the community, or what you doing for, you know what I'm saying? Because we know, like I said, we know they're going to have plenty of fans, and they're going to have kids, high school or whatever, you know, playing that record, and that record is blowing up, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
Now, like the song Lil Baby dropped, where he was giving that message, you know, that newest one that he just did, that shit was, and that shit was,
man. How'd you feel about that when he dropped the song? Because I you know, I'm gonna let you say how you, like, what you thought about it. I'm gonna let you hear what I thought about it.
Okay.
So what do you think when he first dropped that song? Were you with it?
Okay. My first thought when I heard it was, okay, he's a rapper, and he does what he wants to do, but it was still a positive somewhere, and that's what it comes down to. Is somebody has to speak up about it, because you get what I don't care how like it has to stop. You get what I'm saying? Like, even though it's been going on for decades, people been rioting. People been, you know, protesting, and people, and, you know, it makes you wonder, is this shit a routine thing, or, but at the same time, the word has to get out either way it goes. So, I mean, I can say it was a positive from him. You know, do I listen to Lil Baby on a basis? No, you know, but I mean, he does have some hit songs. Like, if it came on, I'd be like, yo, I like the song, yo, cool. You know what I'm saying? Just like any other art. But I've been so focused on, you know, myself as far as trying to put these records out and really push this thing in overdrive, and man, so
this is what I, you know, so I take from it, because, you know, when we talk about your album, when we talk about, you know what I'm saying, the singles and the songs that you come out with in the past, how it keeps that message flowing, you know what I'm saying, that's one thing to do when you keep putting it, making sure you have a message out there on every album. Like, I remember back in the day when the artists used to come out, you know, like Master P and Too Short. We were rapping about one thing, but you see, Too Short came out with a song, so you want to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you how it really is. Now, my thing with Lil Baby was, you come out with a song bringing awareness, but at the same time, you know, if George Floyd, that situation hadn't happened with George Floyd, I really don't believe that he would have came up with that
song.
You
have done it, I get what you're saying. Would he have done it if that shit, something like that didn't come?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
that's
the question
now.
you gotta. I can understand, and that kind of makes you think about him in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, was that to just jump in and try to be more relevant, or, you know, I don't knock any of it, man. But I mean, if you're gonna rap about it, at least show that you're doing something positive.
Right. Right. And that's the only thing I like. That's the only thing I really care about, man, is just making sure you get that right message out.
That's it.
When we talking about this home album, man, are there any visuals coming out soon, man? Because we should
Yeah,
have one
man.
visual on
Yeah.
Music Video
So
Friday,
about
and
that,
I fucked with it, man. I fucked with it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I
But when it comes to
appreciate
this
it.
album, man, I want some visuals,
Man,
man.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, bro. That's a blessing, man. I'm excited. Okay, so I recently been talking to my producer Zion. You know, he's been kind of cooking up some project. He wants to do an 8-song project. And I told him, I said, all right, bro, look. I said, I got so many records that I've been releasing. You know, I got so many. I said, after this project, it's an 8-song project we're going to release in September.
Okay.
After this project, I said, we focus on nothing but visuals. Man, we've been handling the business side of this whole thing, man, and it's a lot to it, you know. But I mean, as I go, I'm growing, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, expect some visuals, bro.
Okay.
Expect some visuals.
Okay.
For the home album, for a lot more, bro.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Now this song, I want to say you just released called 4 Lines. You know what I'm
4
saying?
Lines.
Give us a little background about that song. How that song
Shout out Zion on that song. That was kind of like a quick drop back for my fans as far as like, you know, okay, I gave y'all a home album, but let me show y'all that
you still rolling.
I'm about to roll this in overdrive now. So that was kind of 4 lines, you know what I'm saying? You know, I got a lot of friends, they pour the lines with the Sprite and the, you know, so I mean that was kind of a rider track just for my get downers, bro.
Okay, man. Because you know, when the artist comes out with a single, man, they got an album building up to it. So like, is that single gonna go on the next album?
That song, yes, that song is coming out. It's gonna be on this project that me and Zion have coming out. Yes, sir, it is. That's track. As a matter of fact, we like 2 tracks in. You know, I'm waiting for him to send me the third. We kind of piecing this shit together, but yeah, yeah, man, yeah. That the 4 lines was kind of like I guess you want to say a banger for my fans to let them know, yeah, I'm finna roll it.
Yeah.
The home project took some time. Zion, he stepped in and, you know, like I said, he helped me out with that project too, man. So it was kind of like, okay, the majority of that album I produced as far as like from 1 through 7, you know, but the rest, man, he came clutch just to, you know, kick that shit up.
I'm looking at it, man, and you know what I'm saying? These are some dope, you know what I'm saying, tunes you got on this album, man. This ain't really no regular underground album. And I'm not just saying that because, you know what I'm saying, I promote the music. But I'm saying that because, and I don't, you know, I want to interview artists, but at the same time, I want to interview artists who's serious about their material, man.
Right.
And when you look at the catalog, and when you look at, you know what I'm saying, the video, especially the video that you have out now, which we shared on Music Video Friday, which I feel like is also different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's still giving a message. It's still giving a message.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's definitely been a process. I'm coming with it, man. I'm growing. I got a lot more on the way. It's just about getting all of the business shit handled. And like I said, man, visuals, yes, definitely working on it. I still have album covers I got to go back, get done, but I'm piecing it together, man. It's gonna be a good year.
That's what's
I can't even say that. I can't even really say that because this year is almost over and this year's been fucked. So
it's been a fucked up year, man. But you know what I'm saying, at the same time, man, we can still say that we blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
I was able to, you know, sit down with you on this interview. We were actually able to have this interview because,
sir.
you know what I'm saying, we just lost, like, you know what I'm saying, yesterday. Chad, I can't really say his whole name, but Black Panther, we just lost legendary. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing for us to actually sit down and actually have this interview, man. You know.
Hey, thank you, bro. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Yeah, definitely.
Most definitely, man. Now I want to ask you, man. Now, if you had to choose 2 songs off the album, you know what I'm saying, what would be your favorite songs off the album?
Ooh. Damn, man. Like, out of all the questions, you come with that one last.
Look, I was coming for, I was waiting.
You come with that one last out of everything else. All right, okay. So, man, I'm going to probably say so far my highest played, man, and actually I fuck with it. I'm going to say Afghanistan. Now, I did Afghanistan. That was Feel a Bag or How'd You Carry That. Now, I did that because freshman year high school, my pops, he worked for this place called Continental Concessions. So it was like they delivered all of the boxes of candy to like Blockbuster. And so all the shit that you would see in Blockbuster back then, you know, all the king size, he delivered that shit. Now, all the damaged candy, we took the boxes, I brought them home. I had a black and red Fila duffel bag my freshman year. Okay? And so I would put candy in that bag and I would take it to school and sell it.
You sell it, yo.
So first period was PE. I would have a shitload of people, you know what I'm saying, just come, yo, you got candy? I would be in class, bro. Like, my Fila bag would be sliding from the back to the front of the class. Like, and people would whisper, yo, you got some candy? And they would drop the money in the bag. And, bro, say, by the end of the day, I would at least average about a good, for a freshman, man, averaging like $40, $45 in a day, bro. For me, that was a hustle. It was like, yo, so I learned, I grew a bond with Fila as I went.
Hey.
Yeah, man, but I threw that bag away, man. So, yeah, bro, I think I woke up one morning and it was a wolf spider in. I must have smashed that bag, bro. And, like, you know, I ended up throwing that bag away. So, yeah, so it was Fila bag. Oh, how do you carry that? Don't you reach, you get your finger snatched. I just need my cash and my beach, bitch, I'm not buying sand. So that was kind of like my Fila
so
bag.
that's where that comes from.
I grew that bond with Fila, bro. So it was like, yeah.
Okay. Now,
and the second,
a story behind that single, man. Actually, a story behind that, man.
Yeah, man, yeah, of course, bro. So yeah, that was kind of a reason why. You will hear me say Fila a lot in a lot of my songs, bro. I bring that shit up, but that was I still got a Fila bag right now.
Oh yeah,
it's a fanny, but it's good. I strap it around the top of the chest.
Hey man, because you know they got the fanny packs these days, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, man, I would say my second track off of that album, man, if it's not autocorrect, man, it will probably be BTMD, Bigger Than My Dreams.
Okay.
Because that was based on me focusing. Go ahead.
I want to say, how did you develop that song, man? How did that song come about, man?
Man, that came from real life shit, man. I just don't get no sleep, man. I try to go to bed I try to get some type of, but I can't. So I'm up thinking all day, you know. So that's why I was like, you know, my thoughts are bigger than my dreams because I don't even get no sleep. Right. So I'm up thinking all day, you know. And so, man, shit, that was kind of just like I fell into a dark spot with that song too. Yeah. You know, but yeah, that BTMD, the Afghanistan, those will probably be my two jumpers. Now 4 Lines. Now I got 4 Lines. That's the upper right now. That's the most recent. So you know that song's pretty hot.
Man. That's that's another hit too right there, man. Like you know, and one of the things that I like, you know, and I don't really say this to a whole bunch of artists, man, when it comes to tracks. But you know, I like to give props where props is due. And when it's a hit, and when you got something that you know that's gonna be gonna shake the wave. You know what I'm saying? You want to bring it to the attention, man. And like I said, 4 Lines, bro. That's like, you know, that's a cool little single right there, man.
Thank you, man. Like I said, bro, Zion, he did his thing with that, man. He's been coming clutch lately, bro. So we got some shit in the works.
Like, okay. And now is he gonna be producing a little bit on the next album too, man? Because besides this song right here.
Man, I don't know about this one, man. Probably the next one, man. I'm thinking about doing a Placebo 2. I want to do a Placebo 2. Me and Money KP, he's out of Washington right now. He's up there doing his things, but we FaceTime and we still make these plans, and you know we clutch, man. But yeah, bro, not on this album. The next one for sure, bro, because I got a project. I kind of want to start getting like a lot of the top cats out of Dallas, you know, and I want to be able to make a beat for this cat. All right, you jump on. I want to be able to make a beat, jump him on with this cat, you know, whether, you know, he does it by himself, I might. So I'm just I want to put a collab tape together as well as that. But as far as this next project, Zion's going to do most of the production on this, man. I'm going to just sit back and kind of focus on getting back to the writing part of it.
That's what's up, man. But well, I don't want to take too much from the rest of your Saturday, man. But before we get up out of here, I got one more question I got to ask you, man. And I've asked
What's the deal, man?
You know what I'm saying, on my podcast. I've asked this on the podcast page. I've asked this everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And now, for the interview with you, I want to ask you this. Now, say you're in the game. You know what I'm saying? Say you've made it. Say you've you know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking up to you right now. The spotlight's on you. And what's one of the things, if you could say one thing, you know what I'm saying, to motivate the younger artist that's coming up after you, or the artist that's coming up after you, what's one of the things you could say to motivate them to want to go the right way with this?
So we disconnected for a second. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Okay. Man, one thing, bro, I would probably just say is don't stop, bro. Like, I haven't stopped, man, since I was 12 years old, bro. I used to write at 12, but I didn't start recording until 16. I found myself at about 23, 24. But I pushed that sound, man, and I never stopped, man. Just, you know, no matter what other people, you know, either people gonna choose to listen to you or not. And I feel like if you're an artist and it's something that you love to do, then it's something that you're gonna do regardless. You know what I mean? And I feel like you don't have to share your shit with anybody.
Right.
If I'm at home painting a picture or whatever, I don't have to advertise that. I feel like that's something that is therapeutic for me. I can release from it. You know, it's me, man. I'm the artist, so really, I don't have to share it. I feel like people are ungrateful.
Yeah.
You know, so if there's something that you love to do, I would just say stick with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just stick with it, man. That's it.
Yeah. Now, another question I have: when you released your first song, were you nervous when you released your first song? Or did you already know that you had people supporting you behind you?
Man,
or was that a big? Was that a big thing when you first was recording? Like, damn, man, ain't nobody gonna listen to this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Or were you like, yeah, I got this in the bag right here? Like, what was your first reactions like, man?
It was almost like, what the fuck am I doing? Nah, man, it was kind of just like, man, I had already been writing before. So, you know, back then I graduated at Lakeview School in Garland, you know what I'm saying? And when I got there, I had already went to another school my freshman and sophomore year. So when I got to Lakeview, you know, all the football players and, you know what I'm saying, basketball players, they would sit at this one table, you know, and I don't know how it came about. They would start beating on the table. I was a new kid, so it was like, you know what I'm saying, I would bust some freestyles out on the table, bro. And I said some dumb shit one time. I forgot what it was. It was something in the sense of, your girl braces match my laces, but they liked the way I hit the flow. Everybody got up and was like, oh, and I'm just looking at everybody like, y'all stupid. Like, yeah, like, what are y'all with? Like, I thought, but people was already telling me I had the flow. I feel like, yeah, that people was telling me I had the flow already. You know, so I guess it was like, man, why not? Fuck it, man. Let's try to put it on wax. So I mean, I couldn't tell you I was really nervous, but it was just kind of like a, let's try it.
Yeah, you never know until you try, man. You never know until you try.
You never know.
Well, yo, man, listen, man, I appreciate you sitting down with me, having this interview, man. I'm glad we finally got to do this for putting it on the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Sir. Yes, sir.
I'm glad we actually got to sit down, man. And actually, I want to have you back on when the next project drops and when, you know what I'm saying, when you drop the next visuals so we can continue this process and have a part 2, you know?
Yes, sir. Shout out Roundtable Radio, man, podcast for putting me up in this thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
You know, got the official interview with CXXNO, bro, and I appreciate y'all, man. This is the next project. I'm coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm working until next time, man. I'm working websites right now, and definitely visuals is on the table next, man. So.
Yeah, be sure to send us, you know what I'm saying, any projects you got coming out, man. You know we got you got our full support, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Until next time, brother, man. Peace, my brother.
Hey, thank you. Be safe, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Just don't let me see you shoot no dogs.
Roundtable Radio.